the Executive Director of the Soldiers Project. Let's hear it for Mr. Michael McDowell.
Elected leaders, community members, first responders. It is an absolute honor to be here this afternoon, or this morning, I guess. It's still before noon. As an active duty Marine, I was a school teacher before I joined the Marine Corps, and I wanted to serve. I didn't have a story. And as a coach and an athlete, one of the things that drew me to the Marine Corps was the ability to be the first to the fight. And I will tell you that on September 11th, 2001, I was at the basic school in Quantico, Virginia, which is just south of Washington, D.C. I actually drove the night before past the Pentagon before it was hit. And I will tell you, as we fast forward, 6 deployments later, I've served with some of the greatest young people imaginable. In fact, one of them right there, that gentleman, I met in Okinawa, Japan on one of those 6 deployments. So I love Marines because we're ornery and just bloodthirsty leathernecks. I love it. Absolutely. You got to hold the crown over their head because they're always in trouble. And as officers, it gives us great job security. But I will tell you, of those 6 deployments, most particularly one in 2011, when I was a 2nd Battalion, 11th Marines, I lost 12 young people, 12 young men. And we had 33 amputees during that fight in Marj, Afghanistan. And people come up to me and they always say, "Thank you for your service." And I say, you know what? Don't thank me. Thank them. They're the real heroes, not me. And to be able to lead those young people in those kinds of austere locations is the most honorable thing and humble thing I've ever done in my life. But I will tell you, in this transition 2 years ago when I retired from active duty service, I was elected as the Executive Director of the Soldiers Project. In combat, the worst thing to ever have happened to you, and I had one in July 2011 where I lost my staff sergeant in an IED blast. Okay? A 100-pound IED hit our vehicle, and we were alone. We were alone with 3 vehicles and 9 Marines. The rest of them in that first one were obviously all injured. They didn't move. They couldn't even get out of the turret. I thought they were all dead. And I will tell you, at that moment, and I get chills talking about it, the most powerful moment I had was the fear I had of being alone. Alone in sense of all we had was my brothers and sisters on that spot. And I'm here to tell you right now that when you're alone, that is the worst. Not being shot at, blown up, that doesn't bother me. What bothered me is being alone in those circumstances. And I look at first responders, I look at firefighters, I look at gunfighters, I look at police officers, and they come, and crazy as you guys all are, you actually go to the fight. You go to the sound of the gun or the fire. But if you do it with your brothers and sisters, you're not alone. And in our community, I'm going to challenge you right now. We have 325,000 veterans in this county. They go through, we estimate 40% have unresolved issues emotionally, from trauma, from combat, military sexual trauma that are emotional. They're coming into this county 1,000 a month, and they don't have the support. Azusa is spearheading the effort to communitize this experience so that we can get help to these young people. It is so important, because if we don't take care of it, we're going to have a problem socially. I want to challenge you right now to look internally what you can do as these young people come out. What can we do to continue to serve? Because again, it gives us that kind of joy to continue to serve. So that's my challenge to you. Thank you, Ray, for this wonderful event. It was an honor, obviously, to be here, and I just want to tell you, fight on, Semper Fidelis.